Today, I'm giving free creative consultancy to multiple brands and businesses, and hopefully you at home will understand how to adapt a mindset of how to grow in your business by listening. I'm Theo Johnson, an award-winning filmmaker, actor, and presenter, and I'm ready to give some advice. Are you ready? Let's go.
Mr. Johnson.
You okay?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Brilliant. Could you say your name, your business, and what you want?
So first name's Akeem, surname's Oliver. So I'm a director of Oliver Plumbing and Heating. Basically grow the business really. I want to be more of a bespoke sort of heating specialist. I want to go down that route. Whether it's renewables, electrical, refrigeration. That's pretty much it really.
What's your biggest problem at the moment? What's the challenge?
Challenge is obviously throughout the COVID period, a lot of people found it difficult. Obviously, payments was one of them. Obviously, complete jobs at a loss where no one sort of foresee that price was going to change. And obviously, where things gone up drastically, it just sort of affects the business really. So obviously, we didn't get paid. In turn, we couldn't pay some suppliers on time, and the knock-on effect really, that's what affected us.
So has the business put you in debt?
I wouldn't say in debt. We've obviously had a lot. We had some money in the accounts.
Yeah.
We had about just over 50k in the accounts. Then we had where jobs, we never got paid for some jobs. Like we did a full refurb, never got paid for that one, and that was like 30 grand. So that knocked the profit down.
Did you take a deposit?
We took a deposit. What we started doing at the start, we took a deposit off the material, and then we just sort of schedule once, I don't know, the first fix is done for part of that. Then we obviously take that first fix money as labour wise, and then we move on to the second stage, and then we take that money, and then at the end, customer's happy, we get the final payment.
Yeah.
So we did it that way, which was a lot affordable for most. And but yeah, we got to the end of jobs. We're getting promised we sold out, we didn't get paid. And I've got paid. There's also jobs that we've done would have been sort of in and out jobs for us. They be like a boiler and a cylinder.
Yeah.
2 of us was on it. Got to the end of it, literally nothing. Yeah.
So you're dealing with the issue that you're going out to multiple clients you can't trust. You're doing stuff and then you're not getting anything back in return. Is that the main issue?
That's the main issue.
And that's the main thing affecting your business. Where are you marketing yourself? What type of people are you approaching with these things?
So originally I had it up as we did Checker Trade. That's the main thing. Everyone's on Checker Trade. We did Google My Business. We also had Google Ads, running Google Ads, Yo.com. We had little things like Nextdoor.
Yeah.
So we used a lot of Nextdoor. We had magazines, so we would get published in our school magazines and stuff like that.
So I have a deeper understanding. You fit someone's heating, right? Did you say heating?
Yeah.
So you fit someone's heating, everything's fine, you tell them the job's a good one, and they just don't pay you.
They don't pay us.
How does that happen? Do they look you in the face and say, I'm not paying? Do they say they're not happy with something? Or do they say, yeah, we'll pay, and you say, all right, see ya, and you leave? What happens?
The stage jobs,
yeah, it
will be, we might not get the first stage, but we like practically in. So ask for the first stage. Sorry, this is after the deposit, by the way. So we ask for the first stage, we don't get the first stage. Okay, cool. Just that you pay us on the second stage. Second stage come, nothing gets given. So it's like the second stage is that final bit now.
So you ask for payment on the first stage, and they don't pay, and you just carry on going.
Go for the second stage.
Why?
And then we don't. That's the thing. That's where I need to sort of take a step back and go, no.
How many people are in your business?
Originally we started off, so it was me by myself for about a year and a half. Then there was 2, so we had an admin staff, and then we took on another engineer and an apprentice. And
so out of all 3 of you, who's the most stern? Because I feel like the problem here is you've got a great business idea, and you obviously got skills, but I feel like you're too nice. And in business, you got to separate you from the business. You are not your business. There's a business 100%. There, and then there's you. And you need to eat. And unfortunately, people take kindness for weakness sometimes. I'm not saying don't be polite, but people have to respect you. You need to walk in every room and make sure people respect you, because if they don't, they're going to walk all over you. They're going to be like, I don't have to pay this guy. And the fact that you've showed them, you've gave them learnt behavior. Do you know what learnt behavior is?
Yep.
At phase 1, you have to pay us X amount. They've said, yeah, we'll wait. You've said,
Yep.
okay, no problem. At phase 2, you've defo got to pay us X amount. We've been putting in work. There's sweat in the room.
Yep.
They've gone, nah. And you've gone, okay, we'll just do it. We'll just wait to the end. You're showing them that you don't mind not being paid. They're learning that they can take the mick with you. Do you understand? And you don't want to be in that position ever. The first thing is you gotta set boundaries and set guidelines. When you go in, be stern, be polite, but don't be overly friendly. Don't be overly pally. Don't be telling them your life story. You're there to do a job. You're there to do a business. Don't let them know that you've been duped in the past, because people will start seeing the cracks. Do you know what I mean? You go in there, you be firm, you be confident, you tell them this is what you're going to provide. Make sure and be polite still, and make sure and be nice, but be firm. You do the job, and once once you've got them guidelines in place for phase 1, you need this. If someone don't hit phase 1, you leave them with a half-done job. That's paramount. If someone don't hit phase 1, immediately you should be walking away from that. And if someone gets to the end, there should be something, and I know it sounds bad, but I would have something in place. Like if I'm fitting a heater and someone's not paying me, I'm going to leave something undone and say, all right, cool, I've just got one last thing to do. This is normally where we take the payment. And if they and ah or say they ain't got it or say next week, I'll say, all right, fine, but the heater's not going to work right now because I haven't finished the job. And it might be just a quick twist, but they're not going to know that because only you know. I don't know about heaters, you do. So if you turn something off, they're not going to know. So now you've got leverage as well. And I know it sounds bad and you don't want to be blackmailing people, but sometimes people will push you and test you. Do you know what I mean? And you got to have your wits about you, and also you got to have a backbone, man. I feel like you can be doing great if you just stick to the rules of your guidelines and your business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. No, I totally understand that. I think the reason why I got caught out in that sense is because of, like I said, the price of materials went up. So generally we have a chat with our customers. Is there something that you can sort out? And we sort of work it out that way. Do you know what I mean? A lot of my customers, obviously, someone I've done work for in the past, where it could be something as small as changing a rad valve, a tap, or do you know what I mean, something really small. We start getting bigger jobs off them, or we get recommendations, and this person is good for it, and do you know what I mean? And that's how it started off. So I think that period was a bit of a rough one for us. As you said, you're 100% right. Got to be brutal with it, and I am starting to be brutal with it now. There's things that I've started putting in place, and yeah, I keep going back. I'm not one to give up on anything, so I'm gonna keep pushing and just see what happens, really.
So I noticed you do a lot of photos on your Instagram.
Yep.
It's just photos of heaters, and respectfully, that's just really boring. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
If a heater's ticking over or a heater's doing something, what you can do to provide value and also grow. Reels at the moment are growing a lot. Normally when people do photos, it's like personal. It's for the people who already follow you. But when you're doing videos, it's that outer reach. It's the people who don't follow you, who are now looking and wanna see what you're working with. Do you know what I mean? And how you provide value is, today I'm gonna fix a heater. Bam. And then fix a heater on video. If you don't have an editor and you've got a little change there, instead of paying for marketing that week, just hire a social media editor and make them edit all the videos. So you film it, send it to them, they edit it, and then you'll post it, and then you'll start getting more work from your Instagram and from your TikTok. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you provide educational reels. So you give them tips and tricks on what to do with their heater. If your heater's broken, this is what you should try before calling us. So now you look sincere, you look moral, because you're not just trying to get business off them, you're actually trying to help them, which makes you be seen as a good person. And people always want to work with good people. Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
So you do that, and that will help you grow. But as well as all that, you need to focus on how you're getting your quotes for your trades, and then make sure you stick to that. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you're stern with that. And also the target audience, the type of people you're getting, try up it a bit. Try look for more opulence. Don't be desperate. If someone looking like they can't have it or they can't afford it, that's not your problem. And I know it's a cold world, and I know you want to be nice and you want to help everyone. Before you help anyone, you got to help yourself, right?
That's true.
Have you got a family?
Yeah, I've got a family.
You got kids?
Yeah, I've got 4 of them.
So this is what I'm saying. You've got kids to feed, so you can't afford to be doing these things. Do you know what I mean? You can't afford to be doing charity at the moment because you've got children who are actually depending on you and you're their main provider. Do you know what I mean? So anytime someone's trying to shake you down, think of your children and say, is my children gonna be fed from this? Do you know what I mean? And if they're not gonna be fed and it don't serve you, walk on. Never appear desperate. If you ever take a job and they're not trying to pay, or they're saying they haven't got it right now, or they're saying they'll pay next week, one, they're not valuing what you're providing. And two, it's just not for them. And you're not for them. So know when to walk
100%.
away, because walking away isn't turning you back on the money. Walking away is respecting yourself and knowing your worth. Remember that.
I understand.
One last thing. I noticed on your page, it says Oliver Plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what you do for your business?
So we do quite a fair bit, really. Anywhere from simplest jobs of leaking taps to more complex stuff, whether it's heat pumps, ground source, air source, solar, not electrical, but solar thermal, not PV. Install boilers, on the floor heating. We do also do commercial catering, anything to do with your fast food restaurants. So we do gas certificates for them.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, fella.
Does floor panels and heating and catering fall under plumbing?
Well, I'm more of a heating specialist than anything else. I do heating and also do catering.
Does that fall under the title of plumbing?
Nah.
So why are you called Oliver Plumbing?
So Oliver's my surname.
I know that's your name, but do you get what I'm saying?
I understand. You know what? The business just grew. It just grew. It's something I wanted to do.
Listen,
it is going to be.
Listen to me.
Sorry, go on.
Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
On your page, you're actively posting floor panels. You're posting heating. I didn't even know you did plumbing. But the main thing on your title and what people search up and what people will see is plumbing services, and then it says Oliver Plumbing. You need to change that. If you have a brand or business name, call it the business name, but your business name shouldn't say plumbing, because I will only call you for plumbing. And then my heater could be broke and I wouldn't know that you're the guy. Do you know what I mean? So you need to put a brand name, and then under the brand, in your caption, in your bio, you can edit your profile and say, we provide plumbing, heating, panels, catering, blah, 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 blah. Do you get what I'm saying? 5-star review, or 5 years in the business, or so let people know how long you've been doing this for, your professionalism, if you won any awards or accolades or whatever. Gain that trust and be more informative, because at the moment it says Oliver Plumbing and then it's just got Croydon and then it says plumbing services. So I'm just not knowing all the great things you do, and you do a lot of great things. Do you know what I mean?
That is on the to-do list. So originally when I made the Instagram, it was just basically that. And obviously my focus went on to something else. But again, throughout the COVID period, it was one of those things where work wasn't. A lot of people never had money, so I spent my time. I'm just one of those geeks, in effect, where I just spend my time trying to learn, trying to discover other things. From the get-go, I had a list of things that I obviously wanted to do. Yeah. And
just make sure you're working smart and not hard. So never do anything backwards. You have to do everything with intention. If you post a heating video, the day that heating video is going out, you should have put "we provide heating" in your bio. So then when people are seeing that and they click on your page, it's not saying Oliver Plumbing. You don't want anyone confused. You have to dumb it down for people. You have to think of the dumbest person you know and create something for them. No, it sounds weird, but that's what you have to do, because if the dumbest person you know understands everything, everyone will understand it. Do you know what I mean? Everything. Make sure you're clear and concise with what you do, what you provide, and then the business will flood in. Also, when people are searching you in a search bar, you need to make sure you're findable. Now, Instagram is allowing you to be searched up on Google. So you've got even more chances of growing your business if you do it the right way.
Okay. Yeah, it's I am like I said, it is going to change. So what you see now is not what is. That's not the finish. It's just gradually as I grew, it was just growing and
Do it today.
Yeah.
It don't take more than a minute to change your profile. So do it immediately, because you never know. A customer could be looking for heating right now and they think you're a plumber.
I understand that. I do understand you. Honestly, I do understand. It's like I said, even with the website. So the website is in the process of getting made stuff. It's all been rebranded and stuff, and the Instagram was going to follow literally right behind it. So yeah, you're not gonna, next time you have a look at it. Well, I can't give you an exact date. She's obviously making it now, and obviously I've got to rely on her. But she's give me about another month and a half. It would all change. All the different.
No. Oliver, I don't think you understand how creative consultancy works. I'm going to tell you what to do and you're going to do it, yeah? Because in a month's time, do you know how much business you could lose by not changing it? Literally, if you type in edit profile, you can take that out of your name right now. Then you type in bio, and then you can put, I provide heating, catering, right now. You could do that right now. Why are you telling me in a month's time? I'm not talking about your website. Yes, websites take a little bit more time, but you have a whole Instagram where you represent. That's your digital CV. Why are you telling me in a month? Why do you need the website to be made for you to make the Instagram different? What's holding you back? What's holding you back right now?
I'm the sort of person, I don't like doing things jibs and jabs. I like to do it in, say if I was to drop something, I want it to be all matching.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on, sir.
Would you take my advice if I told you how to work a heater?
No.
So does it matter what you like when I'm telling you how to fix your Instagram?
Of course.
Would you like your Instagram to look like mine?
I'd love it to look like yours.
So then if someone who in a position where you'd want to be is telling you to do something, the best thing to do is get out your own way. Because honestly, if you was at my house telling me about my heater, I'm not going to look at you and say, hey, I think the blue wire goes with the red, because you know what you're talking about. So respectfully, I think you should just listen to me and change it now, because I'm telling you, it's better to appear ready right now and gain that business now. You're saying that certain people are not paying. You're not doing the best you can. You might be floating, but you know you can do way better, and you've got children. So wouldn't you rather someone know what you do today and get another business call in today? Wouldn't that be better?
It will be better. And you're all right. Cool.
Do you know how to press you know how to press settings and then press edit, and then
of course,
and then just press add and then write what services you provide in your bio?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you feel like that would take a long time for you?
Nah, you're right. It'll take 2 minutes. It's not hard at all.
So when are you gonna do this?
If you give me a couple of hours.
I'm still not happy with that. We've been on the phone. We've been on the phone for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I am going to edit it. It's not a problem at all. It's just I've got I'm conscious I've got someone. I've just got a job here that I'm doing right in the corner. So
you got a job right now, yeah?
I reckon that's going to take me pretty much majority of the day. So once I've stepped out, I've got a clear head. I'll sort it out. Not a problem at all.
So 100% in 24 hours after your job, you're going to do this, yeah?
And I will message you, my friend.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Oliver.
I appreciate your time.
No problem.
Appreciate your time, my friend. Look after yourself, yeah?
See ya. Bye.
Cheers, fella. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Cheers. So there's clearly 2 key takeaways from this, right? The first one is knowing your worth. If you're providing value, you know you're going to come there and do your job, then you can't be getting pushed over. You can't be getting disrespected because you know something they don't. Even when I was on the call and he was like, I'm going to do it in a few months. I'm like, no, this is what I'm telling you to do because I know what I'm talking about. And that's how stern you have to be. You still be charismatic. You still be calm and collected and polite. But at the same time, you show them that you know what you're talking about and you're not going to budge on this. If someone don't pay, you walk away. If someone ain't got it, then that's not your problem. You got kids to feed, you got a family, and you got to look after you because only you are going to pay your bills. And the second one, you got to dumb it down. If someone don't know what you do, how are they going to pay you for what you do? How are they going to pay you for what you offer? They don't know what you do. So make sure it's clear and concise. Dumb it down. I always say the dumbest person you know, that should be your best friend when you're about to start a business. Explain everything to them, clear and concise. If they fully understand it, you're on the right path. That means you got a great pitch, because you need to make it understandable for the dumbest person, because a lot of people are quite intelligent and they will all understand. But for the few that don't, if you make it clear for them, it'll be clear for everybody. I hope this has been helpful. Join me next time. And if you've got an issue with your brand or business, drop it in the emails and let me know.